oneworld is based in New York,
Yeah.
but what role does it play in Europe, and especially in the German-speaking countries, for example,
Yeah.
Germany and Austria?
Yeah, well, everywhere has to be headquartered somewhere, and oneworld moved its headquarters this year to New York from Vancouver, and my coffee is just arriving now, so thank you very much, and vielen Dank. oneworld moved its headquarters from Vancouver to New York earlier this year, and the reason for that was because we see New York as a far more convenient place for us to be based nowadays. Many more of our airlines serve New York than serve Vancouver, and New York is pretty well the biggest business travel hub worldwide. So being right in the center of Manhattan enables us to put our finger right on the pulse of the world's biggest business travel market, and we think that will help us better provide services and benefits which our key target market, international business travelers, really value and want. What does that mean for us in terms of Germany? Well, we're a network of airlines. oneworld is not a single office based in New York, but we are a network of airlines. We have 12 airlines at the moment, 4 of them based in Europe. And from early next year, we will add to that mix Air Berlin and Niki. So our alliance offering to Austria at the moment is relatively weak in comparison with the biggest of our competitors, and that is the real reason why we are adding Air Berlin and Niki. Germany and its associated economies are the real powerhouse of the European economy, and adding these 2 airlines will really give us a far bigger presence in the center of the continent and in its biggest economies. Now, at the moment here in Vienna, oneworld has 4 airlines flying here. BA has 4 flights a day. The others have 1 or 2 flights a day. So that's maybe 1% of the overall share of the Vienna market. But when we add Air Berlin and Niki early in 2012, that will mean that oneworld will have almost a quarter of the presence here in Vienna, and we'll be able to offer a far stronger competitive offering to Austrians who want to travel right around the world than we can at the moment. So we're going to be a really big player in the German-speaking territories in Austria and Germany. And as I say, we hope that this new competitive entry into the market will be very well received here.
Okay, that means that Vienna will become a oneworld hub.
It will become a oneworld hub, yeah. Through, we have Air Berlin will be joining us as a full member. Niki will be joining us as what we call an affiliate member.
What does it mean,
member? An affiliate member essentially provides all the same services and benefits that oneworld, but it is represented within the oneworld governance structure by its sort of mother airline. So Niki will be represented within oneworld forums by Air Berlin, but it will offer the full services and benefits of oneworld, just as all of the other carriers.
Does it make any difference that there is not one Air Berlin together with Niki and it's 2 different airlines?
No.
How do you see that?
Well, we have quite a number of airlines at the moment who are what we describe as affiliate member airlines. They're normally smaller carriers who offer regional style services and have very strong links with another bigger airline. And another affiliate that we have in Asia is Dragonair, which is a wholly owned subsidiary of Cathay Pacific and flies one of the biggest networks into China of any airline. In the United States, we have American Eagle, pretty well the biggest regional airline in the world. In Spain, we have Iberia Regional. In Europe, we have a company called Sunair, which flies as a franchisee of BA. So we have around about 20 of these smaller airlines, which are represented by their bigger airline partners within oneworld. But as I said, the key thing for air travelers is that they offer exactly the same oneworld service and benefits as the very biggest airlines within oneworld. So there's no differentiation as far as the consumer is concerned.
Okay. And another thing, Vienna is already very big, Starlines is already very big in Vienna. So does it make sense for you as oneworld to compete with Starlines in one market?
Yeah.
In one hub? Because normally it's one hub Starlines, one hub oneworld, but in Vienna it's different. There
are actually quite a few hubs in the world where you have the alliances competing head to head with one another. Well, not necessarily. Not all of them. Some might be bigger, but if you go to places like Madrid. Madrid is the home base of airlines that are in all three alliances. It's home base for Iberia, oneworld's Iberia. It's home base for airlines in Star and airlines in SkyTeam. So we have the same there. In London, London is a home base of British Airways. It's a home base of an airline in another alliance, which I'm not going to mention.
But Madrid is a lot bigger, London is a lot bigger. But do you think it's possible the market is big enough for two alliances in Vienna?
The market for alliances is the world. We are in business to connect customers globally, worldwide. So we by the time that we have Air Berlin and Niki on board, as well as Kingfisher and Malaysia Airlines or other new recruits next year, we'll be flying to nearly 925 destinations worldwide, and a huge percentage of those destinations will be destinations also for airlines in the competing alliances. So the competition is global. This is a hub. It's going to be a very important hub for both of us. But we think consumers in Austria deserve the benefits of having two alliances in their home market rather than just one. It'll ensure that they get the very best of alliance services, and they have a choice.
In your lecture at the Luftfahrt Symposium, you said that oneworld is focusing on business passengers. You know the history of Niki and Air Berlin. They come from the low-cost segment.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. They describe themselves nowadays as a hybrid carrier. I think, like Air Berlin. They started from the low-cost area, but then they grew and they expanded and they started adding services to capture business travelers in terms of their frequent flyer program, their the services they offer on the ground. And oneworld is focused on the business travellers. A lot of business travellers use Niki. A lot of business travellers use Air Berlin because it offers a good service with frills which they want to pay for, and a great style of service, and they will fit within oneworld very well. I think, on that basis.
But as far as I know, that Niki has no business class. Is this important for oneworld?
oneworld has a number of airlines which offer a single class product in specific regions. If you fly British Airways within the United Kingdom, it's a single class aircraft there. So if you're a business traveller or if you're a student backpacking around the world, you'll all be in the same cabin and the same type of service. A requirement is not to have two distinct cabins, but to offer the services which business travellers want wherever they go around the world, and that's access to lounges, frequent flyer points, and so forth. And that's what we'll be providing them with. And of course, connectivity is the other key ingredient. So you can have a really high quality hybrid carrier with a single class product, which will offer a better product than some other airlines who have a two class product. It can be a better product than they will offer in their dedicated business cabin. And that's what attracts us here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And last question: what does it mean for customers or for passengers from Vienna? What will affect the travel experience when Niki is part of oneworld?
Well, At the moment, Nikki with Air Berlin offers a network of 150, 200 destinations themselves worldwide with their code-share partners. When they become part of oneworld early in 2012, Nikki with Air Berlin will be able to offer customers from Austria and Germany and Switzerland and other markets they serve a truly global network, a network serving 900 destinations in pretty well 150 countries with partners who are some of the best airlines in the world. So for consumers here, for air travelers here, it offers them an alternative means of reaching pretty well wherever they want to go worldwide with a great combination of airlines. So we think that's good for Austria. It makes competition is always good for consumers. It's good for the marketplace, and we hope the Austrians will like what oneworld offers them from next year.